From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. The search for answers continues. Investigators are working nonstop to figure out what caused the deadly medical jet crash in Northeast Philadelphia.
And I said, what happened? And she told me the baby is burning for the accident.
And this morning, a grandmother sharing her story, praying her grandson will survive devastating burns from the Friday night crash.
Hold on to your hats. Grant is tracking a blustery day and the next weather alert for Thursday. That includes snow, ice, and rain during that morning commute. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the news at 7. Streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. Welcome to Tuesday. All right, we're going to start with that next weather forecast. Meteorologist Grant Gilmore in the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere. This week is bumpy, Grant.
It is bumpy, yeah. Both in the temperatures going up and down, but also our chance of precipitation. And we're talking about all types of precipitation before the week is all said and done. Let me run you through the next few days, all right? Today above average, actually this morning relatively mild with temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. We'll begin to increase the wind speeds as we go through the second half of our Tuesday. Into Wednesday, much colder temperatures will be probably about 10 degrees colder than they are today. We could start to see some light snow accumulate as we go into the evening and overnight hours, and that's when we get into our overnight Wednesday into Thursday. Next weather alert for the chance of not just snow, but freezing rain that will transition over to all rain. We will time it all out for you here as we go through the next hour. Right now, we're right around 40 degrees in Philadelphia, 42 in Trenton, 40 in Allentown. Savor these dry and relatively mild conditions. They will not last that much longer. Just a few clouds across the area right now. That'll give way to more sunshine as we go throughout the day. But as the sun increases, so does our wind speeds. Temperatures warming into the upper 40s to near 50 through midday. But notice those feels like temperatures staying in the low 40s through midday and then dropping into the 30s. Even though temperatures by 5 o'clock will still be at 43 degrees, it'll feel like the mid-30s. Mostly sunny conditions as we go into the evening, but turning much colder as we go into the day tomorrow. So mild today, turning breezy, snow and ice, and then rain into Thursday. And then we're tracking another system as we go into the weekend. A lot to break down in that 7-day forecast. We'll give you all the details coming up in just a few. Kim, over to you.
Grant, thanks so much. Right now, work continues along Route 322 westbound at Market Street, Route 452. Please be careful. We do have crew members that are out of their vehicles, so if you're taking the stretch, make sure that you take it slow. In Chester County, we have one accident on Route 1 at Village Drive. That's in Longwood. We have a second one on Hillendale Road at McFarland Road. That's in Kennett Township, so be prepared to be directed around all of that. In Philadelphia, Cotman Avenue remains closed in both directions between the Boulevard and Bustleton Avenue. That's because of Friday night's plane crash. Your alternates around that will be Ron Street, Ryan Avenue, and Tyson Avenue to get around all of that. Janelle?
All right, thank you, Kim. 7:03, teenage DoorDash delivery employees, they're recovering this morning after investigators say they were caught in the crossfire of a shooting. This happened just after 7:30 last night on North Reese Street in North Philadelphia. Police say the 16-year-old girl and 18-year-old woman, they were delivering food to a home when gunfire erupted. A 26-year-old man who was nearby was also shot. Police believe he was the intended target. He is in critical condition. The young women, they were shot in the legs. They're stable. So far, no arrests. And in Cobbs Creek, police say a homeowner shot and killed an intruder. That shooting happening just after 11 last night inside of a house along Cobbs Creek Parkway. The homeowners, a couple in their 60s, they first noticed the alleged trespasser on their Ring camera. The shooting then happened after a brief confrontation. Police say the couple is cooperating with detectives. It's not clear whether charges will be filed.
Northeast Philly business owners who've been unable to visit their storefront since Friday night's deadly medical jet crash will finally get the chance to do that today. You can enter the affected area near the Macy's entrance on Roosevelt Boulevard. However, you must provide identification and you will be escorted by an officer. Authorities meantime increased the number of people hurt from 22 to 24. Of those people, 4 remain hospitalized, with 2 of them in critical condition. The number of fatalities remains at 7. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy toured the crash site yesterday at Cotman and Bustleton. Investigators are examining the aircraft's cockpit voice recorder to determine what caused the crash. Duffy said the plane did not have a data recorder, but it did have a ground proximity warning system.
Information can come off that device, whether it's the speed or location of the aircraft, we will be able to get some data, hopefully, off that device.
Mayor Parker says it's going to take time, but that the city will recover from this tragedy. The mayor is hosting a town hall meeting at Solis Cohen School tomorrow night. Well, this morning, a grandmother is praying that her grandson survives the tragedy. He was out with his father on Friday night when their car was engulfed in flames from the crash. The young boy was badly burned. Waukesha Bailey sat down with the family. They're relying on faith right now.
See the smile? He's a happy kid. He's a happy kid. Really happy.
And that's exactly how Virgin Vieira would like to remember her 9-year-old grandson, Ramsey. Friday's deadly crash in Northeast Philly has left many families dealing with the grim aftermath. When the news broke, Vieira, like many, was glued to their phone, inundated with social media posts about the crash and fires that followed.
Like a couple minutes later, I see the internet in the video when somebody coming out for the fire.
Vieira says she watched a video of her grandson engulfed in flames running.
When I see him, I say, that's him. I don't know my feeling.
Then she got a phone call she'll never forget.
1 hour later, my daughter called me and she told me she's in the hospital with the kid. And I said, what happened? And she told me the baby is burning for the accident. And I'm shocked. It's 90% of the body is burned. The finger is not burning in the feet. But all the way body is fire.
Vieira says her grandson was with his dad and his girlfriend Friday night, driving along Cotman Avenue when the plane crashed and fire erupted.
Okay, and where is his dad?
He's dead.
They are worried about Ramsey, who Vieira says more than 90% of his body is burned. He's being treated at a burn center in Boston, Massachusetts. Ramsey's mother recently posted on social media, "I ask for prayers. He is strong, and my faith in God is big. Faith that runs deep in the family."
Trust in God. Trust in God. That's the only way I say.
Vieira says she speaks to her daughter twice a day, but she's so busy. Now, the family is still processing what happened that day. And unfortunately, information is very limited, and the only person who really knows what happened in those moments is 9-year-old Ramsey.
I can't imagine what that family is going through right now, and the mother dealing with this up in Boston, strange city, dealing with it.
Yeah, and that's a good point because she says that her daughter's all alone, and she wishes that she could be there with her daughter, but she's so busy going back and forth with the doctors. Yeah.
Thank you, Waukesha. Appreciate it. And we'll continue to bring you updates on this tragic story as we get them. You can find our complete coverage on CBSPhiladelphia.com.